Hello everyone. So today we are going to work on how to bind uh, actor attributes of the characters of player party into these widgets. Now as you can see here, health is 100 out of 100, ability points 5, and both health bar and ability points bar full. So if I perform an attack, well, you can see the enemy health bar is reducing, and also here you see once my character got hit, the health level reduced from 100 to 90. So now enemies can damage me, and also that damage is reflected in the character stats widget of the player characters. So yeah, that's what we are going to work on today. Let me do the attack, back. Now if I got hit, see, second character also reduced to 90. Right, so yeah, that's what we are going to work on. So before we get started, here is the full playlist of this series. Everything is implemented from scratch and explained. You can follow these episodes and implement everything by yourself too. And also, this is my Patreon page. If you choose to become a member, you will be able to access project files of this project. And not just that, I have done thousands of projects in my channel. To the date, there are over 2000 videos. For each video, project files are available, so feel free to check it out. I'll leave links in description below. And yeah, let's get started with today's episode now. Right, so this is what we have implemented so far. We can switch to the combat mode when we go near enemies, and now we are in the combat mode and we can start attacking. And once we do an attack, here you can see the health level reduces the enemy, but for player no health change happens over here. So that's what we are going to work on now. Okay, so basically we are going to bind character stats of the player party characters with the gameplay attributes that we have added for health and ability points. So first thing, here I'll open my character stats. Right, now here this is added to the HUD when we go into the match and through the match HUD. Here, WBP match HUD. And here we get the match and bind event match started. On the start match, we have this initialize HUD, and here we get the party members like this. Okay, so this part will be changed a little bit because now that we have this player party, and in the match blueprint also we have a player party reference, so we no longer use, oh, I have already done that. See, player party I'm using that, so yeah, no need to worry about that. So let's go directly into here. In the this is the character stats. So here this part is already a progress bar. I'll rename this as AP. AP stands for ability points, and this one AP AP bar, ability points bar. And this one I have just added as image, so I want to, this also should become a progress bar so that we can change it easily. This. So to do that, I'll duplicate this and SB health bar, and this one health bar, and I already have this health bar image. I'll copy this slot properties and hide it. Then into this I'll paste this slot properties. Now it's over here. So, but I need to use the same color. So let me, we can copy this color. Okay. Now for the fill color and opacity, I'll use that color. And as for the background color, maybe I should darken this a little bit. And this one too. Okay. Right. Now this is a health bar, and now we can get rid of this health bar image. We don't need that anymore. Right. Now here from the character, let's get a reference. Wait for attribute changed, and I'll bind this into the health. Once this is changed, I'll fire an event. I'll add two functions here. Update health and update ability points. Okay, now here I'll call update health once this is changed. I don't need to pass any of these attributes. And also another one, the same way. Now let's add a sequence. And this ability points. Well, we don't think we can listen to multiple, because even if the max health is updated, we will have to update the health bar. But right now, yeah, actually yes. So one day we will have upgrades to the character. In that case, we would need it. Okay. And in the same way, but then again, it's not likely to change the max health or max ability points during a match, so maybe that is not required. Only initialization should take care of that. So here, yeah, update health, and here update the ability points. Now let's implement this. From the character, we can get gameplay attribute value. Here we can select health, and also we would need max health, and divide this and get the health bar with percent. This the same way. Let me copy this into update ability points, and here instead of that, ability points and max ability points. I think we would need a segmented look for these ability points, but for now we only have a continuous bar. Maybe later on we will change that. And here instead of health bar, Let's use 𝐴𝐵𝐵𝐭. And one more thing, we need to update this in the beginning as well, because without an event we should update the initial values here. Therefore we need to call it in the beginning before we get a changed event. Right, now here let's play. And see, we have full, but all the bars are full. So let's perform an attack on an enemy. Enemy health bar was already working. Now let's see if, I think it did work. Yeah, it's working. Let's perform another attack. We need to update the numbers as well. Okay, it did here. Right, now let's update the numbers so it's more clear. So we can build that. Date health. No, we don't have variables. This one, current health, max health. Right, let's change these into variables. Health. Oh, yeah. This one I'll call text AP. So we can use the max health. Now here, text max health, text current health, set text. And we have the value here. We don't need any decimal values, so minimum integral digits, I'll make it 2, and fractional, let's set to 0. Okay, now I'll do the same for this one as well. Yeah, and for the ability points, I'll do the same treatment. P text. Oh, I didn't make it a variable. Text AP. You can get the value from here. Here we don't need to show the max value. Only this is fine. Okay. Now let's see if it is working. Yeah, see, it's 100 out of 100. Oh, we forgot the dash slash. Let's see. Let's do it like this. Break. Number and slash. Now I can put the number here. This. This now. Yeah, we got the slash now. Okay, let's do an attack. See, it became 90. And now we are on the second character. Oh, one thing though. I don't see the current character is highlighted. Here we already have this binding on player character switched. So this binding is already there. But in the match, when we switch player character, we go to this function. I don't think we call. No, this is in the party blueprint now. So I think we need any way to communicate that. So okay, in the match itself, since we already have this set up, I'll call on this player character switched, and as the possessed character from the player party members, I'll get the active member active player index. Okay, right. Initially, we wouldn't see any of the character stat widgets enlarged or highlighted, but on the second time onward, we should. So let's first see that works. See, it's everything is on the same size now. Attack, select. After the enemy attack, we switch to the second one. See, now this became larger compared to the other one. So we need a way to set the initial down. We can, how do we do that? The stats, the data, where do we call this? Here. Oh, this is character stats. Let's go to the mesh hard. Here, after creating, let's call on player character switched. Now we need to pass the possessed character. So here from the player party, get active player index and get this should make the initially also the possessed character's stats enlarged compared to others. Yeah, see this. Okay, so yeah, that's all I want to do in this episode. Now we have the full flow and we see enemies attacking us. and our health bar is reducing. So yeah, thanks for watching. As always, updated project files will be available for download in the Patreon page. Link would be in the description below, and let me know if you have any questions in the comments. See you in the next episode. Goodbye.